Hello, I'm here to be your companion on a journey of exploring history and knowledge. As you know, history holds many secrets and surprises worth discovering, and I'll be your guide on this exciting journey. Let's dive together into the depths of history to discover inspiring stories about historical figures who have influenced the course of humanity. Together, we will uncover the secrets of ancient civilizations, explore pivotal events, and learn about prominent figures who have changed the face of history. Today, we will talk about Napoleon Bonaparte. He was a French-Italian military leader and politician whose star rose during the French Revolution. He led several successful military campaigns against France's enemies during its Revolutionary Wars. He ruled France in the late 18th century as first consul, then as emperor in the early 19th century, where his actions and organizations had a significant impact on European politics. Napoleon dominated European and international affairs during his reign, leading France to a series of remarkable victories against the Allied military powers that opposed him, known as the Napoleonic Wars, and establishing a vast empire that controlled most of continental Europe until 1815 when it collapsed and dissolved. The French invasion of Russia in 1812 marked a turning point in Napoleon's fortunes, as the French army suffered significant human and material losses during the campaign, preventing Napoleon from recovering afterwards. In 1813, the Sixth Coalition forces defeated the French army at the Battle of Nations, and the following year, these forces invaded France and entered the capital, Paris, forcing Napoleon to abdicate the throne and exile him to the island of Elba. Napoleon escaped from his exile after less than a year and returned to seize the throne of France, attempting to resist the Allies and regain his former glory, but they defeated him decisively at the Battle of Waterloo in June 1815. Napoleon surrendered to the British afterward, who exiled him to the island of St. Helena, a British colony, where he spent the last 6 years of his life. An autopsy of Napoleon's body showed that his death was the result of stomach cancer, although many scientists say that his death was due to poisoning by arsenic. Napoleon is considered one of the greatest military leaders in history, and his military campaigns are taught in many military academies around the world. While opinions about him are divided, with his opponents seeing him as a ruthless tyrant who restored the monarchy, distributed positions and titles to his family, and engaged in military adventures that destroyed the army, his admirers see him as a statesman and promoter of civilization. He is credited with the Napoleonic Code, which laid the administrative and judicial foundations for most Western European countries, and the countries that were under French occupation in later eras, making this law one of the most influential laws in Europe and the world since the fall of the Roman Empire. The British historian Andrew Roberts says, "The ideas that are an essential part of our contemporary world, such as merit-based job tenure, equality before the law, respect for property rights, tolerance of religions and sects, secularization of the educational system, the invention of sound financial systems, and others, were all written, invented, supported, and disseminated by Napoleon." In addition to what he invented of rational and effective local administration systems, his elimination of rural banditry, his encouragement of science and the arts, his elimination of feudalism, and his recording of the most important laws since the fall of the Roman Empire. Napoleon was born in the Bonaparte family palace in the town of Ajaccio on the island of Corsica on August 15, 1769, a year after the island's ownership was transferred from the Republic of Genoa to France. He was the second child of his parents out of 8 children. His father initially named him Napoleon Bonaparte, in honor of his uncle, who was killed while fighting the French in defense of his country, but Napoleon himself later preferred to pronounce his name as it is pronounced in French, Napoleon Bonaparte, and this became the custom among people. Also, his name was pronounced Napoleon in the Corsican language. The Bonaparte family descends from noble Italian roots, with its members coming from Corsica from the Liguria region of the Italian peninsula during the 16th century. Napoleon's father, named Carlo Bonaparte, was a lawyer who was later appointed as Corsica's representative at the court of King Louis XVI in 1777. Napoleon's mother, Letizia Ramolino, is considered the person who had the greatest influence on shaping his personality. It is known that she was strict and very firm, while Napoleon was a spirited boy. So his mother often restricted his actions and imposed on him what he should do and what he should not, leading some to say that his home upbringing was itself a military upbringing. Napoleon had an older brother named Joseph, and 6 younger siblings, including Lucien, Elisa, Louis, Pauline, Caroline, and Jerome. Napoleon was baptized at the Ajaccio Cathedral on August 21, 1771, after he turned 2 years old.